Hi, this is Misbah, and you are watching Wisdom Dose. Element-11. 1. Welcome to Element-11. Electricity. Electricity is an essential part of almost every workplace, but it also poses serious hazards if not managed correctly. Electrical accidents can result in electric shock, burns, fires, and even fatalities. In this element, we'll look at how electricity causes harm, the types of electrical hazards you might encounter, and the systems and precautions that can be used to protect people and property. 2. Learning objectives. By the end of this element, you should understand the ways in which electricity can harm people. You'll be able to identify common electrical hazards in the workplace, explain safe systems of work for activities involving electricity, and describe the protective devices and controls that reduce electrical risks. 3. How electricity causes harm. Electric shock occurs when electric current passes through the body, potentially interfering with the heart and nervous system. Even low voltages can be dangerous under certain conditions. Burns can result from electrical contact or from arcs, which produce intense heat. Secondary injuries occur when a shock or reaction causes a person to fall from a height or collide with objects, leading to fractures or other trauma. 4. Common electrical hazards. Common hazards include damaged cables and plugs, which expose live wires, overloaded circuits, which can overheat and cause fires, and the use of electrical equipment in wet environments without proper insulation or protection. Inadequate earthing or grounding means fault currents may not be safely carried away, increasing the risk of shock. 5. Safe systems of work. Safe systems of work are essential for preventing electrical accidents. Always isolate equipment before working on it and confirm it's dead before starting. Lockout-tagout procedures ensure that no one can accidentally re-energize the equipment. Permit-to-work systems provide formal authorization for high-risk electrical tasks, ensuring proper checks are made before work begins. 6. Inspection and maintenance. Electrical equipment should be inspected regularly for signs of damage or wear, such as frayed cables or loose connections. More formal testing, such as portable appliance testing, PAT, should be carried out by competent persons at intervals appropriate to the risk. All inspections and repairs should be recorded to track maintenance history. 7. Protective devices. Protective devices help prevent harm by cutting off the electrical supply when faults occur. Circuit breakers and fuses protect against overcurrent and short circuits. Residual current devices, RCDs, detect leakage currents and quickly disconnect the circuit to prevent electric shock. Double insulation on equipment provides an extra layer of safety, eliminating the need for earthing in some cases. 8. Working near overhead or buried cables. Working near overhead power lines or buried cables poses serious risks. Always maintain safe distances from overhead lines and use insulated tools where necessary. Before digging, use cable locators to detect underground services and consult utility plans. A permit should be obtained before starting any excavation near electrical services. 9. Training and competence. Only trained and competent persons should work on electrical systems. All staff should receive awareness training on electrical hazards and how to report defects. Workers should also be trained in emergency response, including what to do if someone suffers an electric shock, such as safely isolating the power before giving first aid. 10. Summary and exam tip. In summary, electricity can cause shock, burns, and secondary injuries. Control these risks through safe systems of work like lockout-tagout, regular inspection and maintenance, and the use of protective devices such as RCDs. Ensure that only competent persons work on electrical systems. In the exam, link each hazard to a control. For example, overloaded circuits controlled by fitting circuit breakers. That concludes Element 11, and with it we have completed the NEBOSH International General Certificate, IG1 and IG2 course content. You now have the knowledge and understanding needed to assess workplace hazards, apply effective controls, and promote a strong health and safety culture. Final closing note for NEBOSH IGC course. With this lecture, we have now completed the full NEBOSH International General Certificate journey, from IG1's management principles to IG2's practical hazard identification and control measures. We've explored every element in detail, discussed real-world examples, and broken down the process of managing workplace health and safety step by step. I truly hope these lessons have helped you prepare not only for your NEBOSH exams, but also for applying this knowledge in your workplace to make it safer, healthier, and more productive. Remember, the goal is not just to pass an exam, but to develop the mindset of a safety professional who can make a genuine difference. If you still need help, remember that we also provide freelance services, whether you need for scenario-based written papers or a complete professional risk assessment for any sector of your choice. Thank you for joining me on this learning journey, and I wish you the very best of luck in your NEBOSH studies and your future safety career.